Well, hello there, listener. First time listener, welcome. Thanks for tuning into the Mortgage Marketing Radio podcast. Long time listener, been here before. Hey, appreciate you too. And if you've been listening for a while and you haven't yet left us a review, I would sure appreciate that. You know where you can do that. You're listening probably on your phone, on a podcast app somewhere, Apple, Spotify. Well, go find that little button, those three dots. Go leave us a review. You can even find me on Google by looking me up and leave us a review there. That helps us reach more people. So if you like what you're getting from these episodes, I appreciate you leaving a review. Before we begin with this week's special guest, I want to ask you if you struggle with getting enough done. Like, y'all have a lot of activities that we need to do every single day, every single week, right? We've got buyer pre-approvals, consultations, realtor conversations. We've got listing agent side engagement. Hopefully you're doing that. You've got like different content to produce, pre-quals, follow-ups. You got a lot going on. How do you manage it? How do you get it all done? Well, in a moment, you're going to hear from my special guest who is going to break down his daily and weekly time blocking calendar and the specific activities that he maps out for himself on his schedule every single day and week, and that you can borrow some of these ideas from and yet still be able to do 250 units in production. Before we get into that, I've got another win of the week coming to you from one of our recently new My Agent Classes members. Jenny Wellington is a relatively new member in our My Agent Classes platform, and she decided to get on board and start building in a brand new area, by the way, where she doesn't know anybody, no database, no realtor engagement or anything. She was starting from scratch, from ground zero. And she was looking for a way to quickly accelerate her awareness and engagement with real estate agents in her local area, but to not be seen as a vendor, solicitor, right? The usual stuff. And so Jenny joined our platform, My Agent Classes. And recently she shared her win of the week in our group. And I wanted to share that with you as well, because it's a pretty amazing story. So here is her story. She types into our Facebook group that she was invited to visit an open house from one of the top real estate brokerages in her area. And while she was there, one of the agents recognized her and said, "Hey, aren't you the one that's teaching that Chat GPT class on Friday?" To which she said, "Yes." And she told me she was signed up and coming. That was the first win in that conversation, right? Then the broker asked if Jenny had a flyer that she could share on the class. Jenny said, "Hey, this particular class is full, but I'd be happy to hold something for your team." Long story short, Jenny is now teaching one of our classes called Chat GPT